Fatima, sweetie, I need you to come close and listen to me when I say this. I fear you about to be among the land of the living dead. Fatima about to be outside niggas' doors. Hi. Open the door. Come play with me. Yeah. It's a wrap. Welcome back to another episode of Sin City TV. Get on here and come watch TV with me. From season 4, episode 8, entitled Heavy is the Head. This episode was definitely filler, but I already knew that going into this episode that it was going to be a filler episode. If you really know TV structure and you know a 10 episode season arc and you know how From operates, then you would have already known going into this episode that it was going to be very informational because it's going to end snatching us bald. Okay? But it was filler in the best way. I enjoyed this episode. Usually a filler episode, I don't really like watching more than once or twice because it's boring to me. But this one, season 4 has been the best season by far in my personal opinion. Besides season 1, because season 2 was kind of good. So I don't know. But season 4 to me is better than season 3 for sure. I'm really satisfied with this season so far. And I believe it's going to end on some crazy shit because I've been saying it all season. Impending doom. Okay? But let's get into this episode. Let's chop it up. This was one of those episodes where everybody was on my nerves. Elgin was on my nerves.
I meant Ellis, y'all,
nerves.
not Elgin.
Christy was on my nerves. Tabitha was on my nerves. And they weren't even doing anything wrong, per se. I'm just sick of everybody acting like everything is just so simple. Like, first of all, let me get into everybody individually. Boyd was getting on my nerves because he honestly feels like there's going to be a perfect plan to going and digging up these bones. Like the ghost of Father Khatri told him, it's not going to be an easy mission and we're not going to get out of it unscathed. People are going to die. We are going to lose people. This is not going to be a mission where we can keep everybody safe and Boyd is trying to keep everybody safe. It's not going to happen. In missions like this, you go into it knowing there's a possibility that you will die. You go into it for the betterment of everybody else. Like the hope that maybe we could get everybody home, but I might not make it because I might die. I might lose my life. It's like going into war. And that's why I don't understand why Boyd doesn't get that. He was in the army. Everybody's not going to be safe. And he needs to stop. Like his vision of this perfect plan was really getting on my nerves. Okay? Like really irritated me. Tab was irritating me because it just, with her prior knowledge of being in this town before. Now, granted, she doesn't know everything. She remembers things as they come. But with everything that she knows, I feel like she's not doing anything. I feel like she's doing a lot of talking and she's been very distant this season. And I get it. She's grieving. But she's not here mentally and dealing with the facts at hand. To me, she's in La La Land. And I guess that's the point because she's grieving. I guess, it makes sense. But she's not here. She's not present. And it's irritating me because it's like, girl, stop promising this boy you're going to get him home because you don't know. You don't know. You failed how many times before? You don't know. Now, one question that I've seen go around in the fandom ever since season 1 is who are the monsters? The monsters that come out at night. Who are they? Where did they come from? And why do they come out at night? Like, what is their purpose? And I believe that we are slowly starting to get some answers to that because Fatima finna be one of them. Yeah, Fatima finna be one of them. And then it gets me thinking about the whole her pregnant with Smiley thing, birthing Smiley. And then now again, I don't have any theories. This is me just spewing my thoughts. Her birthing Smiley, and then like, does that correlate with the sacrifice of the children to gain eternal youth? Like how does that go together? Because that's how the monsters, I guess, or how I'm remembering it from when Fatima said it in the first episode of this season, that they sacrificed their children for eternal youth. So does her birthing Smiley have anything to do with that? I don't know. Like, I'm very bad at articulating myself, but y'all feel me? Am I making sense? Like, does that have any correlation? Because I fear Fatima is turning into one of them for sure, especially by the end of the episode when Chrissy said her blood pressure was something over 33, heartbeat 19 beats per minute. Like, hello, ma'am. You're dead. And her husband, Ellis, was tap dancing on my very last good nerve, because it's like, sir, you got something to say about everything. You got an issue with everything, but you ain't got near one answer, near one suggestion. You offer nothing. You contribute nothing. You do nothing but complain and fuss and whine and cry. Ellis don't do shit. And at first it didn't bother me because there's a place for everybody. Everybody has a strength and a weakness, okay? Everybody contributes something to the group. Everybody's not meant to, have, ways to get out of here to contribute theories or whatever. But Ellis don't contribute a good goddamn thing. All he do is fuss. And I just wanted to slap him in the next week. The damage has been done, my boy. What are you trying to prevent from happening? Because it's happened already. You didn't prevent a thing, okay? I'm sorry, Ellis. It's a monster behind you, and it's your wife. Another thought that I have, and it's more like I say, me spewing thoughts. I'm not one of those creators who have all these wild theories and could connect dots for y'all. No. We friends, and I'm talking to y'all because I don't know what's going on either, okay? But a thought that I have been having is, why is Abby choosing now to start taunting Boyd? Because she's been taunting the man all season. To me, I feel like maybe she's trying to warn him that what happened to her in the town is about to happen again. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel when I'm watching the show, because Henry is not well, and we're gonna get more into that in a minute. But I feel like what happened with her is happening again with Henry. And I feel like Abby's maybe trying to warn Boyd or show him, like, y'all are focusing on the wrong thing, maybe. Again, just my thoughts. Please tap down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. I love to talk to y'all about your thoughts and theories, because some of y'all be really coming up with some really, really good ones that make a lot of sense. But I think that Abby might be trying to warn Boyd, because, again, I feel like all the spirits of the people who die in Fromville are still very much there. And they live in the forest, and they can try to communicate with the residents. So, yeah, I don't know about that, though. And then I also, on the other side of things, I know that hallucinations are a symptom of Parkinson's. They are. So I'm like, is some of what Boyd's seeing really Abby communicating with him, and maybe some of it side effects from the Parkinson's? Is it all side effects from the Parkinson's? I don't know. I don't think Boyd know either. Henry is not dreaming. I don't believe that in the real world Henry is sleep dreaming all of this, and that Fromville is a imaginary place in his mind. Now, I see some people say, I knew that Fromville was all a dream. I fear y'all got it wrong. I think that when the man in yellow, Sophia, whatever, put the blood in that liquor and had Henry drink it, it was a way to get into his mind. To make him see things, make him hear things, make him feel things, and for the man in yellow to have control over that. And I believe that she did that because Henry is the most susceptible to believing that this could all be a dream and all be a nightmare, and to do something harmful to wake everybody up like Abby did. That's what I think is going on. I believe that the man in yellow is using Henry to create some more chaos, just like Abby did when she went on that shooting spree. Because in the dream or the visions, the nurse was telling him, you need to, what did she say? Oh, God, I can't remember her exact words. But basically, you need to get rid of the tether that's keeping you trapped in that nightmare so you can come here to the real world. But I think it's just a way for Henry to do something bad, like to hurt someone or kill someone, to create more chaos in the town. That's what I think. I do not believe that this is all just some big dream and he gonna wake up and everything gonna be okay. Don't be fooled, y'all. Do not be tricked. I also just want to take a minute to talk about how amazing Robert Joy is doing playing Henry. Because for Henry to be such a relatively new character and for me to have so much sadness for him and to feel so bad for everything he's going through right now, it's just chef's kiss. His choices are brilliant. Henry has been psychologically tortured by this town probably longer than anybody that's stuck in town right now, because his family went missing 40 years prior. So for 40 years, he had no idea what happened to his kids and his wife. That's enough torture in itself. Not knowing. Living your life not knowing what happened to your kids and your wife, people blaming you, making you feel like it was your fault, not knowing what happened, thinking you did something to them. That is torture. Okay? In the worst kind of way. Now, he gets plucked into this town where his family was all this time, where his wife and daughter died at, where his son grew up by himself. He probably feels the guilt of that abandonment. That's torture. And then knowing what happened to them. And then being stuck in this literal nightmare. That is mental anguish. And I feel so bad to watch him go through it. It's sad as hell. It's so sad. Like, just think about that. Like, people think closure is so good. In his case, he probably would have been better off back at home thinking, not knowing what happened to his family, because this is awful. And now he got the man in yellow in his head, making him feel like all of this is just a nightmare and giving him those visions of what his life could have been had the kids and Miranda never gone on that road trip. Giving him those visions of what his life could have been, what his kids could have been, having a grandson, a normal life, something that was robbed from him. Oh my God. It's so sad. It's so sad, and it's brilliant for storytelling. And I fear that he is going to go on a tangent because he was the most susceptible to believe the bullshit that the man in yellow put in his head. Yep. Doom. The man in yellow coming in at the end of the episode made me feel like he was pretty much telling Tab things going to either end bad or they're going to end worse. Those are your only two options. And he's like, you guys are getting to a point that you've never gotten to before. You guys are figuring things out. Kudos. But they either going to end bad or worse. In my opinion, that's exactly what he said. Like, you're either going to dig up those bones and figure out the root of this place, go home, lose people in the process, and be traumatized for the rest of your lives, or you're going to unearth something that's going to be worse than you could have ever imagined. And I'm going to go with the latter. Because I've been saying it all season, nobody's going home. It's not going to end well, and I will be absolutely shocked if it does. But I personally feel like things are not going to end on a good note this season, and the massacre is afoot. I've been saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah, y'all, tap into those comments. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Give me your theories. Give me your questions. Let's talk, okay? Because we got 2 more episodes left of the season. Just 2. I'm going to call y'all back.